Good morning. It's August in the garden. This is Aline. I'm about to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we've had so much rain. I'm guessing 5 to 7 inches in the last week that my pond is full. The water is shooting out of the fountain because it's gotten the solar panels have nothing to obstruct them. They're all the way, it's floating all the way to the top. The butterflies have just been beautiful. They're pretty much everywhere. Lots of monarchs. Lots of these. Have to look it up because I don't know what they are. Unfortunately, also lots of the little white butterflies, which are the cabbage loopers. They have just taken a toll. This side of the arch trellis is the good. The ground cherry just continues to grow, and we're finally starting to get big fruit on it. All the fruit I've been picking and saving to make jam has been small, so I'm really happy to see all these really big ones. The scarlet and sunset runner beans are producing beautiful flowers. In fact, I saw a hummingbird this morning drinking from one, but still no beans. And that's, I had beans early in the season on the other side before I tore them out, and I'll show you that in a minute. The blue cocos have overtaken the Chinese noodle beans in terms of production. I'm getting tons of these purple beans. We've eaten them a couple of times, and I'm hoping eventually to get enough to freeze some. We'll see if that actually happens. But this is this is going great. And right behind it, the Kajari melons continue to be stunning in how pretty they are. There are 4 so far on the plant, though this one down here has some scratches on it, so I'm going to be putting a netting around it, which hopefully will keep critters out of it. Supposedly they don't like tulle. And this is the ugly. Okay, so I have assumed it was powdery mildew. Could have been. But everything I see and read says it doesn't kill the plant, and pretty much these are dead. I've been out here this morning cutting off the dead leaves in hopes of saving something so that these melons get ripe. We've picked 3 so far that have ripened, and I'm hoping to salvage the rest, but I don't know. I had to get my daughter out this morning with the stepladder because I couldn't pick all the beans at the top. And so when we set this up, Sue Kelly asked me how wide did I want it, and I think the question has to be how low do I want it. And if I redo this, I'm definitely going to make it so that I can reach the fruit at the top. The cotton continues to be gorgeous, and the zinnias are beautiful next to it. Here's an interesting bug. Oh, flew away. There's been a lot of bugs. Some are good, some are bad. Okay, continuing on with the good, I have a watermelon. Yeah. Anyway, it's it's a couple of pounds already. It's not going to get huge. This bed probably has gotten immensely bigger since the last time I videoed. Yeah, and I don't know what that is in the middle. It's a weed that grew up, but it's kind of cute, so I left it. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. I don't even check the cucamelons anymore. Oh, damn, there's some on there. It's the first time I've seen any. So that's just maybe a minute's worth of harvest. Cool, huh? So the corn was done. I pulled it out. I need to move it to a composter, but I just bought a new compost bin and I haven't set it up yet. And that's going in it. And as soon as that is out, and I'm going to pull out this corn too, it's not doing anything. As soon as it's out, I'm going to be planting fall crops here. Kohlrabi and carrots, and maybe something else. We'll see. I've had quite a bit of mushroom growth in this asparagus bed, which I assume means my soil is good. They kind of look like nipples. San Marzanos, hybrids, whatever, just have gone insane, but there's a lot of fruit and I've been picking it. I'm hoping to have enough soon to can. That's a whole story in and of itself. So I started this video this morning. I'm not even sure where it ended, but my camera got too hot. My phone got too hot and cut off. So now it's the afternoon and I'm back to my peas. So this trellis on this side is snow peas, and the 3-panel trellis over there is 2 different varieties of snap peas, which are already hitting the trellis with their tendrils. I'm quite excited about that. So over here, and this may be where I left off, the okra is under the borage. This is finally starting to look like artichokes. I was beginning to wonder because it wasn't ragged on the edges, but it's finally starting to put on some of that look. The cosmos, look like they might be getting ready to bloom. That'd be fun. I have put this one up with a holder to keep it off this okra. This is doing well. That one's doing well. This bed's a little bit crazy. And now we're going to get back to the ugly. So, yeah, the cabbage loopers have done a number on the broccoli. Now the heads look okay, and the big head, which was this one, I harvested. And their side heads coming up. So hopefully that'll be good. And I'm not seeing, well, there's one. That's what's eating this. They're little. See? There's one over here. Yep. Yeah, they're so destructive. I sprayed them the other day, and there are less of them, but they're still here. So we also had a ton of rain last night. So if I'm repeating myself, it's because it's been hours. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is just skeletal. It's eaten everything but the ribs. On the plus side, eating all the broccoli, it hasn't eaten much of the kale, which I suppose I should harvest and eat since it's still looking good, because let me tell you, the kale on the other side does not look like this. The kale on the other side looks like it has become, undead. So there's some more bugs. Honestly, it's almost just like hand picking them is the only way to keep up with it. So that's, so that's that. And now we'll go over to the other side. So my jungle garden has just gotten more jungly. We've been harvesting a ton of cucumbers. I see a couple more. Looks like we're going to have some more peppers. And those tomatoes are getting quite large, and that one is starting to blush. I picked one already that had started to blush, so I haven't eaten it yet. We're still, so I can't tell you how it tastes yet, but soon. I picked a couple of the poblanos, which is doing so much better now, and used them in a salsa verde. Everything's going crazy, just completely, utterly crazy here. Here's the mystery squash, which is still not done anything, and here's a teeny tiny melon that really hasn't grown, but the melons, like I said, I think they're not much longer for this world given whatever's killing them. And of course the hyacinth bean is taking over the world, but the leaves are beautiful, and supposedly the flowers will be too whenever it finally, they're big. Yep. And the dog's eating the grass. Hi, Sigrun. Sigrun. Yes. Yeah. Squash beetles, and it's just covered in them. You can't. Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know why it's still alive. It's not producing. I probably should pull it out. But I mean, it's got new leaves on it, so I don't know. That's my one zucchini. And here's another shot of the poblanos on this side. They are looking pretty good. And the carrots, which are still growing. Oh, man. I have so many plans for next year. I can't wait for this garden to be done with, so that I can go ahead and start redoing this, because this is just too much mess for me to deal with. So now we're on the deck garden, and this is my skeletal kale. It can recover. I'm hoping that it will. Definitely thinking that's going to need to be under insect protection next time, all the brassicas, because they are taking a huge hit. These are new beans. These are Tanya's pink potted beans, and they're planted a few days after the ones in the front, but they're doing really well, so I'm really happy. The herbs, are doing the herby thing. They're starting to bloom. Peppers, zinnias, more peppers, all the same stuff as before. The tomatillas are starting to put on a second wave of production. Lots of new fruit. But the plant is very yellow, and I don't know why. It's certainly getting plenty of sun here, and it's gotten all the water it could stand. The tomatoes are, doing their tomato thing. And I've got one pot of lantana, and that zinnia almost died, but it seems to be coming back. And this pot is just a catch-all right now for things that need to be composted. So these beans are putting off new growth. I was beginning to wonder. I left them in. I didn't pull them out. They should be done, but I actually am seeing a couple of small beans. So again, something I need to pull out to put something else in, but I haven't yet. Okay, that's it. Flowers. Popcorn plant is multiplying in size. Cilantro, so I can make my salsa with my own ingredients. So that's it. That's my garden tour. Like, comment, subscribe below if you want to get notified when new videos go up. I'd appreciate it. Not that I have any plans of being a YouTuber for profit, but you never know. Could be nice. Yeah. It's a lovely evening, and I'm glad you're here watching with me. Thanks.